amazing, you know? I love everything about you. You're so sweet and so hot right to your core. Believe me when I say that you have everything that I want. I mean, the times that we spent together, they were amazing, and I savored every moment. But with the warmer weather coming and bulking season over, I'm afraid I don't have space for you anymore, especially if I want to be in a deficit. So, I'm afraid I can't give you this rose today.
But I can change.
No, it's not you. It's me.
But what if you only enjoy like half of me?
No, that's not fair to you. It's either all or nothing. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to let you go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. When I use the word diet, many times people associate that with the word restrictions. And to some degree, that's true. It's hard saying goodbye to a lot of the foods that we love and crave and still trying to be in a calorie deficit. But what if we can find a lower calorie, higher protein alternative that tastes amazing and won't make you feel empty, like that time your blind date stood you up? We'll save that for a different video. As I was saying, why can't we still enjoy the foods that we love and crave and be in a calorie deficit at the same time? Well, that's why you're here. You just need to be creative. Or keep watching more of my videos and I'll do all the thinking for you. All you have to do is be inspired to enjoy some of my delicious recipes and add them to your repertoire. Speaking of which, if you are feeling inspired and generous, don't forget to like and to subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'm going to get more great videos out to you really soon. Now, if your mom was like mine, she probably told you to never play with your food. But she never said that you couldn't experiment and get a little creative in the kitchen. So today, I'm going to be showing you how to turn this into this. A protein chocolate lava mug cake with under 360 calories for the entire mug and packed with 45 grams of protein. This is a lava mug cake you definitely need to try. So let's get to the recipe and get started. All right, we're gonna get started with our protein lava mug cake. This one is definitely going to satisfy that chocolate craving that you'll have. So we're gonna start off by making the Molten Centre, which we need to put in the freezer while we're gonna make the batter. So to make the center part, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have 5 grams of cocoa powder. Next, for a little additional protein, we're gonna add in 5 grams of protein powder of your choice. It doesn't have to be chocolate. You can use vanilla if you like, or any other flavor. I'm gonna use a peanut butter cup, so we're gonna use 5 grams. Remember to go to Canadian Protein and use Matters 372 at checkout to get 10% off and support the channel. So we're just gonna mix that up before hydrating it. So to hydrate it, we're gonna use a low calorie, no sugar added maple syrup. It's really gonna give it that nice sweetness kick, and it's also gonna help us with saving calories. So we're gonna use 10 to 15 grams of our low calorie, no sugar added syrup. So basically what you're looking for is this kind of like very thick paste type of consistency. So we're just gonna bring this all together before we put it in the freezer. It'll just be easier for us to scoop it out when we're putting it in the center. So we're gonna pop that in the freezer while we're gonna make our batter, so this way it hardens up and it gets nice and frozen, so that this way we can put it in the middle of our protein lava mug cake. All right, so we're gonna get started with the batter part of our protein lava cake. So we're gonna start off by having a large bowl, and we're gonna use 30 grams of our protein powder of choice. I'm gonna use chocolate. You don't need to use chocolate. You can also use vanilla. We're gonna add 20 grams of cocoa powder. Next, for the dry ingredients, we're gonna add 12 grams of coconut flour. So to our dry mix, we're gonna add some all-purpose flour. You can also use oat flour as well. That is your choice. You can use either one interchangeably. So we're gonna use 10 grams. We're gonna add 2 to 3 grams of baking powder. This is what's gonna help it to rise and give us that nice cake consistency once it's all cooked. We're gonna whisk this all together before we add in our wet ingredients to make sure we avoid any clumping. We're going to start off by adding our first wet ingredient, which is cashew milk. We're going to add about 70 to 75 milliliters of cashew milk. To add a little bit more protein, we're going to add some Greek yogurt, anywhere between 40 to 45 grams of Greek yogurt. We're going to add about 30 to 35 grams of no sugar added maple syrup. It's going to help to keep the calories down, but to still add in that extra sweetness. So last up, before we mix everything together, we're just gonna add a little bit more kick of sweetness. You don't have to add this in if you don't want to, but if you want a little bit sweeter, you can add in about 2 packs of a 0-calorie sweetener. We're gonna whisk this all together and get a nice thick batter consistency. So you can see how thick that batter is, and that's exactly what you want. All right, we got our mixture ready. We're ready to put it inside of our mug and put our lava cake together. All right, so to put our lava cake together, you're gonna need an oven-safe mug. And what I like to do is I'll spray the inside with some cooking spray. And then what I'll do is I'll use a pack of sweetener and I'll use that to coat the inside of the mug, and the sweetener will actually stick to the cooking spray, and it'll also help to not only sweeten it up, but also to help it from sticking to the mug. All right, so as you can see, the inside of our mug is coated with our sweetener. Now we're gonna start to put our lava cake together. Here is our semi-frozen filling. So we want it to be pretty hard because we want it to melt in the oven. So we're gonna put that aside for now. We're gonna start with the bottom layer. So we're gonna take about half the batter and pour that into our mug. So I will note that at this point, if you don't want to do your own little filling, you can just add about 15 grams of chocolate chips and put those in the middle, and that will also do the same sort of effect as well. So we're going to take this now and we're going to carefully put that in the center. I'll be licking that afterwards. All right, so now that we have our filling in the middle, we're going to use the rest of the batter, cover it up, and then we're going to put it in the oven. You know the rules. Don't leave any macro behind. All right, so now you just want to kind of flatten out the top here. Make sure it's all nice and covered. So I have a toaster oven. We're gonna put that in there for 15 minutes at 400 degrees. Yes, not 350, 400. We wanna cook it at a really high temperature. So we're gonna put that in the toaster oven right now. So I got my toaster oven. I got my protein lava cake. It's ready to go in the oven. The toaster oven's been warming up for about 5 minutes at 400. Should be just about ready to go. All right, here we are. It's my favorite part, the taste test. So here we go, our lava mug cake. Whew. Look, you have to see that gooiness in there. That is just, I mean, look at that. Guys, you have to try this. This is amazing. Here we go, moist, chocolatey center. Oh my goodness. You would never know that this is only 360 calories. And like I said, packed with 45 grams of protein. Just look at that center. Still steaming. Look at that. Ooh. I can have a real lava cake right beside me and you probably wouldn't even know the difference. Like, this is just so delicious. And that center is just oozing. Like, I don't even know if you can see that, but that center is just ooey gooey center. You definitely need to try this. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Macro Matters and like and to subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. My name is Louis. This is Macro Matters, and don't leave any macro behind.